Hello everybody, Pikeman 1861 here. A little bit of a serious note to the video today. I'm in the basement, not just the workshop, I'm in the basement. The two little black kitty cats are with me. We're under a tornado warning, and there's one on the ground, last I heard, heading right for us. So, if you don't see me after this video, it's been really nice smoking with you. And any of my friends who are in the southern Indiana area, be careful. Or rather, southeastern Indiana. Apparently there was a confirmed tornado on the ground in Vernon, just south of Vernon, and the same cell, I've been tracking it by radar, is headed right for us. Through Versailles, Manchester, Aurora, southern Dearborn County, southern Ripley County. So everybody be careful out there. This, I'm afraid, is going to be one of those crazy years for tornadoes. Last time we had a year like this was back in 2012 with the big super outbreak we had. The March 2nd super outbreak, which happens to be my birthday. Spent I think it was my 14th or 15th birthday in the basement all day. I've had just a really special evening. Got home early because they called off work because we were under a flood warning, the whole area. Thankfully, we built up pretty high, so. Or rather, the house we were in is built up pretty high. There we go. Tamper. Is built up pretty high, so we don't need to worry about flooding. Unfortunately, the foundation only goes down so far, so if it gets windy enough, we're in trouble. But I got home early. I was going to fix the battery backup on our sump pump, which has never worked. And believe me, I will be going to Lowe's after this, if it's still standing, and getting a new battery for it. But one of the connections on the sump pump came loose. I didn't unplug it, and water just geysered everywhere, got everything wet with that nasty, stagnant water. So I dried all that out, and it's just been a fun evening. Took a shower, and then I got out of the shower and I found out there's a tornado warning, so, yeah. No, I'm sorry, actually, how I found out about it. I went, I called up Lowe's there in Lawrenceburg to see if they had a battery backup pump. Guy said, well, I'd love to go and check for you, but we're in the front of the store right now. We're under a tornado warning. You might want to get in the basement. I said, oh, thanks. Why are you talking to me? I'm smoking some Sutless spiced rum. It just seems like a tornado type of tobacco, you know. It's funny, when I was younger, I loved tornadoes. I was fascinated by them. Wanted to be a storm chaser. Whole 9 yards. Don't break stuff, everybody. Thank you. Want to be a storm chaser. Everything. I'm still very interested about the weather. I always have been, always will be, probably. But now that I've grown up and got married and got my own house, the idea of a tornado coming through appeals to me less and less. That is the one beautiful thing about this workshop room down here. It's made out of concrete blocks. It's pretty small. It's right in the corner of the basement. So it's a perfect storm shelter. So I'm not worried really about my personal safety in any way, but We just put a new roof on the house. I'd really rather not go through that again. Oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine. Just good to take precautions. Next 20 minutes, 25 minutes will tell us. On a happier note, I know I said this in the previous video, but I love the Sutliff spiced rum. Oh, it smells so good. It tastes as good as it smells. I love this stuff. Room note is fantastic. Hello, Mama. Mama and Annie are sheltering in place with me. And they've never been in the workshop before, so they're having fun exploring. And one more thing before I get off of here. Before any of my Midwest friends get on my case about, oh, you're supposed to stand on your back porch and watch a tornado go by. We have trees all around our house. The thing would stomp me flatter than a bug before I ever got a chance to see it. So, don't even think about it. If we lived in Kansas or Oklahoma, believe me, I would be out on the back porch watching it come at me. There was one time, quick story before I get off of here and maybe get blown away. I remember years ago, I was probably about 13 or 14. My mom and dad, they live out in the country. They're surrounded on three sides of their house by cornfields, so they have a pretty decent view in all directions. Just have a little 2.5 acre plot there, surrounded by all those cornfields or bean fields, whatever they decide to plant there particular years. So there was a tornado warning. This was before the 2012. I might have been 12 years old. But we could see it coming. It was a funnel cloud. It hadn't touched down, but we could see the thing. It was rotating. It was at least a mile wide. It was rotating. You could see it rotate. It was amazing. It was coming over the tops of the trees that were about a mile down. They were coming up. And my dad was just standing there with the camera. Wow, look at that! I was like, Dad, we gotta get downstairs. Dad, I'll be right with you. I gotta get this. So, what I lack, he makes up for. Another year, we had the top of one of our little maple trees in the backyard twisted off by a funnel cloud. It hadn't touched down, but it was up there, and it twisted the top of the tree around and took it off. We've had some close calls, but me and my family have been very fortunate. The Lord's blessed us and protected us. I just pray it continues. Well, anyway, everybody, enough of this cheerful stuff. I better be going. I think I still have to tie my boat anchor to my waist and fasten my safety belt. This is Pipe Man 1861 saying goodbye, good luck, may the good Lord take a liking to you, and hopefully I'll see you again real soon. Bye folks, happy smoking.